Hi again. So I was trying to show you here the email I got from Scrum.org organization. They call me and they say, congratulations on passing the PSPO 1 assessment. You have demonstrated the fundamental knowledge of the professional product owner role using Scrum. So it's mostly based on Scrum framework and the rules and principles of the Scrum framework, as described in the Scrum guide. This qualifies you for certification as a professional Scrum Product Owner 1. So if we continue, this is what are the steps they ask you to consider. Take a look at your score breakdown. We will go through this together by subject area to see where to focus any improvement efforts. You have to understand that when you go through the real exam, if you happen to fail, they will provide to you this breakdown that you see here, result by focus area, and these are the typical, on the left, the typical domains on which they test you: self-managing teams, artifacts, Scrum team, done, events, empiricism, product backlog management, product value, stakeholders and customers, product vision, forecasting and release planning, business strategy. They will always filter your competence through these domains, which means that each question in the exam belongs to either of these domains. So you can see here on some domain I scored 100%, on some domain like this one and this one, and on some domain I scored 75%, which is probably my lowest, 85.7%, 93.3%. So where you identify areas where you need improvement, you will click on these ones and they will refer you to training you need to go on. This can be podcasts, this can be articles, this can be text. And I highly encourage you to do it and to take notes each time. That will reduce your risk of redoing the exam for a real fee again and again. So here I passed by a score 91%. It's always better to score a higher, fairly higher than the threshold, than just being at the 85% mark. And typically on the free exam, you should aim even higher. You should aim above 95% if you want to score an 85% on the real exam. Now let's go on to the top. They will also advise you to look uh, to view additional learning resource on the product owner path, learning path that we have mentioned previously, and the Scrum learning paths that can help you even if you're not aiming to become a Scrum Master. Um, you can read about the Scrum guide. It contains the key philosophy, and if you understand the key philosophy, you have a higher chance to make the right decision on the questions. You can read the professional product owner, and you can always go on forum when other aspiring students are looking for assistance, support, or understanding of some key questions. So if I right click here on self-managing team, for example, assuming I have underscored on this area, I will be guided to this: developing people and teams / facilitation. As you go down, you will see an icon on the left, an icon here. This icon means podcast, so you will have an Agile Coach Toolkit podcast. So I will advise you to read all these three I mean to attend all these 3 podcasts. And if you click on facilitation here, it will be just an article, and I'd advise you to read the full article. So with this icon, it's an article. And you can filter it. For example, here they think you're weak on facilitation. You can filter if you just want if you want to orientate more on coaching and mentoring. For example, you have a new set proposed or leadership style, and you will be provided what is lacking in your competence in order to get the real exam. So on this note, thank you.